Cool.
Cool.
Oh man, we're live.
We're live,
We're
baby.
live.
We're back, baby.
We're putting on a show,
Mm-hmm.
just like the Feebles.
Yep.
What are the Feebles? Are they the Feebles?
Yeah,
They're the Feebles.
We're
Okay.
meeting them.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so last night we watched I'm Roman, that's Ian, and there's Carlos. And today we're meeting the Feebles. How would I describe Meet the Feebles? It's like the Muppets, took a wrong turn down an alley and they got involved in sex, violence, and drugs. It's pretty crazy. It sort of builds up as the movie goes on. At first, it just looks like a normal variety show type thing. And then over time, you see, you peel back the layers and you see all the problems that these Muppets have. or Feebles, I guess they are. So this is a Peter Jackson movie. So originally, I think a couple weeks ago on one of our streams, we were talking about Christian and I have been rewatching Lord of the Rings. And I said, oh, have you guys seen, Meet the Feebles? It's Peter Jackson like 12 years or so before the first Lord of the Rings comes out. And very different. He's got Dead Alive as well. I think it's called Brain Dead, right?
Yeah,
Brain Dead,
yeah.
Alive.
The Frighteners.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever seen the Frighteners?
No.
Oh god,
Never seen it,
that's an
but
interesting movie.
Yeah.
I guess this one's his second film.
I think so. Yeah, it was Bad
after
Taste
Bad
his first
Taste.
one. Okay,
Mhm,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is before Dead Alive. But anyway, point being, like, if you only knew Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings, his movies beforehand are way different.
Yeah.
And this one's very different. It's like I'd call it a black comedy for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So, I was at my uncle's house and I was watching Sing 2 not too long ago. And that's a variety show, but it's a kids movie. And so that compared to this, that's very like vanilla PG movie made for the masses. This is not.
I wonder if the people behind Sing 2 have ever seen Meet the Feebles.
I bet, probably.
Or if they were inspired. I thought they probably weren't. They're like, yeah, we can't take anything from that movie. It would get us in a lot of trouble.
They could name the main guy like Robert or something.
There
like
we
that.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have an elephant, Sid the elephant.
Yeah. Yeah. So the main character, I guess you'd say, is this kind of innocent new guy to the chorus, Robert.
What is he? A porcupine?
Yeah,
a hedgehog.
A hedgehog. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he comes onto this show, Meet the Feebles, and quickly finds out it's not everything it seems. There's like I guess he's not a director, but like the behind the scenes guy, the rat.
Oh, he might have been my favorite
Dude,
character. Trevor,
yeah.
Trevor the rat?
Yeah, my favorite character as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
The boss of the whole thing is kind of like this.
Is he a walrus?
Yeah, he's like a walrus.
Yeah.
And
Blech.
Yeah. Yeah. He's involved in all these illicit activities. There's drug dealing. There's prostitution. They're making porno films on the side.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The cow.
Yeah, the cow and the udders and everything.
Here's nipples.
Yeah.
We even get some like Vietnam flashbacks
That was
too.
the deer hunter reference. That was,
they're
oh
doing
my
Russian
God.
roulette back and forth.
That was was he a crocodile or an alligator?
Yeah.
He sort of talks kind of like this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I just need some smack, man.
Yeah, horse H. He names all the nicknames.
I thought he was like a frog or a turtle or something.
I don't know. He had like the snout of like a alligator or a crocodile.
Yeah.
He might have been and then his crew in Vietnam
they're all like reptiles.
they look,
right?
yeah, they all kind of look alligatory and
Yeah.
crocodile
A little
too.
Kermit-y. One of them had like the Rambo headband on.
The rabbit has like a cross with Kermit the Frog on it.
Oh yeah, at the end.
What?
That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Instead of Jesus, it's
Maybe
Kermit.
that's who
Oh,
who
yeah.
they worship in this world. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. No, it's a strange movie overall, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I had a blast.
I
It was
sort of
really good.
recommended it on a whim, and then like I was rewatching it, and I was like, "What have I got ourselves?"
No,
into? But,
I'm glad you chose it. I really liked it.
Well,
Have
it's
you
definitely
seen
different.
it before?
Yeah.
Is that why you recommended it?
yeah, I saw
Okay.
it years and years ago. It was on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
We gotta write to Netflix. Put this back.
yeah, hopefully it comes back on. There's all the Rings of Power stuff going on right now, so
Right.
maybe Lord of the Rings.
It is
Fever,
on
Peter
Tubi,
Jackson.
so maybe Tubi has the rights for the moment. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But no, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I would
Yeah.
I would stop
Yeah.
it here and go watch it because it's bonkers, bro.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another interesting thing is we have our own copy here of Meet the Feebles.
Yeah.
Just print.
Yeah.
It's a test print. Hence, yeah.
Well, because I don't
think that's the cover they went with.
Yeah.
think that did they ever mass produce it?
I think so.
Oh,
I think
don't
so.
know.
Because I heard that a lot of the copies, the only reason that we have the film right now is because people took like the old footage from the theaters.
Okay, well,
they
it looks like
remastered
I was when I was watching it on Tubi, I was like, this almost looks like it was like ripped from maybe a VHS, but I think
Yeah.
it was released on DVD, so I don't know if they. I don't. I mean, it was shot. Peter Jackson apparently is looking to put, I think, this out along with Bad Taste and Dead Alive in 4K quality.
Yeah.
So I would imagine he hopefully has the original elements for this movie. It's shot in 16 millimeter.
Yeah.
So it would look. Some people are like, "Whoa, why do you want to see 16 millimeter in 4K?" It looks pretty good. Like
Yeah.
I have The Hills Have Eyes on 4K. Oh, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer on 4K. Those apparently look fantastic. So, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a 4K transfer that looks great on a 1080p disc. But no, hopefully we could someday see this like cleaned up and everything.
Mhm.
Well,
I think it deserves it.
if
personally.
you search it on YouTube, actually, they come up with some 4K clips, like
Oh, they
fan-made
do.
ones. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, the fan made ones.
How do they
Yeah.
look?
really good.
Okay, cool.
Really good. Like the puppets look hilarious.
Yeah.
It's the scene with the hippo at the end, and then like the cat, Samantha, I think her name is. Like she's like, you got to pull the safety off or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that scene, and so you can kind of, I mean, you could see that they're puppets. You always could, but
Right.
It cleans it up. I don't know.
That's
I liked it.
That's the charm of it, It's
Yeah.
like these are obviously puppets.
Did you guys see Peter Jackson's World War I film a couple years ago?
No.
He made like a studio that just focuses on restoring old film, and he said that he got like his
okay,
early
okay.
films because like it's past 20 years, so it goes back to the director.
Oh, that's good.
So he does plan on like actually using his studio to remaster these. I think that's pretty cool.
It's like James Cameron's been saying for years that he's going to put out The Abyss in great quality. He's going to put out True Lies in great quality. He's been saying that for like a decade now, and we still have nothing. You
Yeah.
can find them. They
Yeah.
are done. You can find them. I'm not going to tell you how you can find them, but you can find them. You just got to be, got to look in the right places. And hopefully it's not that situation. Hopefully Peter Jackson gets around to. I know the Beatles thing he did last year or this year.
Right, yeah.
Took a lot of his time.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I still haven't seen that, but it looked pretty cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, hopefully he can put
Spend
put
some
these
time on
out.
his own stuff,
Yeah, because it kind of bums me out that when people think of Peter Jackson, oh, it's the Lord of the Rings guy. Maybe people think of the King Kong movie he did, but he had a whole career before Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
He had
pretty
a
crazy.
whole other career.
Black comedy, as
Yeah.
we call it, dark comedy.
Yeah, almost like getting into the realm of horror, if you will, kind of like with Dead Alive and The Frighteners.
For sure. Even this movie, a little bit. It's,
A little
kind of
bit,
horrible. There's a lot of really like violent. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like, it's very visceral. You know,
Yeah.
Like when they drug the one new girl, the new poodle, and like he's like feeling her up and stuff, and the guy comes in and he's like, "You can have her. I'm done with her."
Yeah.
Didn't Trevor the Rat sort of sound like Ren and Stimpy or something?
Yeah, he sounded he sort of sounded like Peter Lorre.
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah. I like when they're tearing the wings off the flies. Like, looks like we have a left wing reporter.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
Yeah.
The flies like eating shit in the toilet.
That's pretty gross.
Oh man,
that stuck with me.
This
I was
movie's
eating.
hilarious.
I was eating as I was watching it, and I just stopped.
Nice.
Because it looks like he's eating like chili beans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
that was hilarious.
Yeah. One thing I watched it on Tubi as well, and I didn't. There's no subtitles, and some of the times like I couldn't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Damn New Zealander.
For real, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, I'm probably missing some of these jokes, but I feel like I get the gist of the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I think I got a lot of it, and I really enjoyed it. It had me cracking up a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just so absurd, and that's what's so great about it. Like puppets, conducting pornography. The panty sniffing puppet.
Oh god,
I don't know what it was. Is it an anteater or something?
He looked like a mini elephant. Yeah.
Okay, that guy was
Snuffy.
hilarious. Yeah.
Snuffy. Yeah.
Snuffle
He ended up working in the porn films.
Right. That's right. Yeah. They make fun of his genitals. You get to see puppet genitals too. I mean, everything you get to see in this movie. It's pretty amazing. All of like puppets.
Yeah. Puppets. Or actually, so it's like puppets and then there's people in suits, I think.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like
Like-
Heidi the hippo.
Yeah. Like the bigger Heidi the
And
Hippo.
Bletch probably too.
Yeah. The warthog that he golfs
Right.
with. The Scottish
yes. The drug deal. They drug deal.
guy.
And,
Yeah. They're on the
course.
golf course
Yeah.
just like passing over cocaine and stuff or whatever it is.
That coke was bad.
H.
Oh,
Yeah, it
geez.
was
It's
borax.
Yeah,
Borax.
what is that? I don't know what that is.
Isn't that just cleaner?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's a
okay,
cleaning
okay.
powder, like an old timey.
Yeah, it kills the panty sniffer.
Yeah, they have him try it out, test
Yeah.
it, and he melts.
Yeah.
Or no, the other guy melts, but still, he
Yeah.
fucks them both up.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I noticed definitely like some CG with Bletch, the walrus guy.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, or
Huh.
it looked
It looks
so-
all
It
practical.
looked
Yeah.
like some kind of animation. There was
Oh.
definitely some scenes like later on in the movie with him because he's
I dig
doing
that.
too much fluid movement,
Huh.
Unless it's really just like a trick of the light and everything, but his eyes looked kind of like, it reminded me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where like
Oh,
the eyes are
I
animated.
didn't
and
notice
everything.
that.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, it could be wrong. It'd be easier to see in the 4K remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it's a low budget movie. I saw like $750 million or a billion,
Yeah.
$750 million, not billion.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
This must have been very hard to make.
yeah,
with
heck
all
yeah,
the puppetry.
a lot of puppet work. I wonder
Yeah.
if Jim Henson's involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he might have been dead already.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Yeah, because what is this, 1989?
Yeah.
89.
Yeah. So
I gotta say, I was pretty nervous to watch this one because my family really likes Muppets, and we've grown up watching Sesame Street, and it's like, another puppet movie, come on. And the opening number is like Meet the Feebles, and it's
Yeah.
like happy, happy, happy.
Yeah.
musical.
But then it's immediately right after they're done with the song. What's his name? Not Rizzo the Rat. Trevor the Rat.
Trevor the Rat.
He
Yeah.
immediately starts calling Heidi a fat
Yeah.
pig and
Yeah.
shit. And then it just starts going on from there, and we're doing drugs and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I ended up really liking this movie,
Yeah, I
and
really like it too.
now I'm singing all the theme songs.
Yeah.
Meet the Feebles. Even Heidi's in the garden.
The Garden of Love.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Garden of
yeah,
Love
yeah.
song?
Yeah.
It's voiced by a guy.
Yeah.
Danny.
That's funny.
Mulheron.
Yeah, he must have been like I don't know what it is, alto singer, soprano. I don't know music, but
Reminds me of is it the Bee Gees that has that really high voice?
yeah,
You can't tell by the way. Yeah.
yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the music's like catchy, and it's just
Yeah.
kind of I don't know, it is like Sesame Street. It's a variety show and everything.
Got
So
a comment.
Who's commenting?
Comment.
Who's
Yeah.
there?
BB is the fourth.
Yes, he
today.
is.
Yes. The guest
Yes,
host.
he is.
Steves, any thoughts?
Yeah. Did you like the puppetry?
He is the feeble.
What'd you think of Samantha the cat? Oh man.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. So Trevor the rat insults Heidi the hippo, and she goes and runs upstairs to Bletch, they two of them have a relationship, and he's just banging Samantha the cat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
in her office.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
like, oh, puppets
"You're
having sex. This is amazing.
yeah, it's like 5 minutes in,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna replace Heidi one
Yeah.
day,
Right.
Bletch."
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's brutal. That little fish, Tiny Tim fish, shows up.
Oh yeah.
Can I have a pot? He just fucking eats the fish.
Yeah, and then he throws them up on the golf course, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because the fish
Yeah.
is like, "Did I get the pot?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
It's just yeah, this movie's probably hits harder too if you're involved in like show business or plays or
Yeah,
things like that. because
Right. It kind of shows how ugly show business is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It chews you up and spits you out
Yeah.
like that fish.
Exactly.
Yeah. Somebody order the fish.
Did someone order the You still have that clip? We gotta like they do that like on H3H3. They have their little clips
Soundboard?
Yeah, we gotta make a soundboard out
I
of
gotta
that.
make a soundboard.
Yeah.
Someone order the fish.
Thanks, Michael Rappaport.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what was a really cool effect? The rat was smoking a cigarette,
Yeah.
and he was actually like puffing
I
smoke.
think the worm is too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
cigar
smokes the
later.
cigar later.
Yes, yeah, yeah. It's very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how.
they did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so funny because it's a puppet, man, and so it's like bringing the slowly to the mouth, and it doesn't, of course, like
Yeah,
fully go
right,
in. But it's
right.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, the slimiest fucking character. That's why I think I like him so much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just is the way he talked and the stuff he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the henchman.
Sure thing, boys.
Yeah.
Like I like when they're shooting the porno and the cow sits on, I don't know what it was, like some kind of bug.
grasshopper
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you didn't realize you were sitting on it.
Yeah.
He kills it. He's like, well, I guess we could always turn this into a snuff film or something. Like, it's just so funny.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just it's like you say, and it's got sex, violence, and drugs. So
Yeah.
it checks all the boxes, right?
STDs.
Yeah. Oh, my
Oh,
the
the
rabbit,
rabbit.
the rabbit dying of what I thought was AIDS.
He's
Yeah.
I
got
was
the
like,
big
wow.
one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
doctor, the duck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sort of
one.
talks like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
Yeah.
It's the big one.
I like it. He's
Harry.
like, yeah. It's like, turns out you just have a bad case of monkeypox,
The rabbit pox or something?
bunny
Yeah,
pox.
bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay in bed for a week and you'll be okay.
Yeah. Take 2 aspirin.
Take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning.
Yeah. And then of course there's the end scene where that happens. He gets up. He's like, "Yippee! I'm cured."
Yeah, and then he immediately gets gunned down.
He gets gunned down. Yeah, because the
Dude,
hippo ends
come on,
up.
I might
Heidi the hippo. She ends up shooting up the place. A workplace violence thing.
Yeah,
After Bletch one last time pisses her off.
yeah. Yeah. She's trying to kill. It made me think there's a suicidal tendency song called "Suicidal Failure," and it's just about the singer just cannot kill himself. Like he
That's
goes, he sings about the numerous ways he's tried to kill himself, and he just can't. Hence the name of the song, "Suicidal Failure." And that reminded me when she's like trying to hang herself, she just like crashes through the floors and everything, and she's trying to shoot herself, and the safety's on, and then she just had enough and just goes on a rampage.
Well, Samantha sets her off. The damn cat.
Yeah.
Cat.
The cat.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of this movie, because I think Heidi's the cover.
Yeah, I think she is.
Because whenever,
right?
whenever I think of this movie, that's who I think of.
Well, I think some people would argue she's the main character instead of Wobbert.
Yeah, she
probably.
could be. Yeah, that could be the case. I know this movie doesn't really kind of have a clear protagonist in a way.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, it works for me.
Right, Wobbert's just the kind of like
it's almost the audience in a way.
alignment neutral. Yeah,
like
for
he's
sure.
he's new to this, such as ourselves.
Yeah, he's just trying to do what's right by people.
Yeah.
And, nobody cares about him.
Yeah,
he's getting chewed up and spit out by the machine too.
Yeah.
He's very innocent. I like that scene where he's the flag bearer.
Yeah.
And
I've been weeding up on whatever it was they were doing.
Yeah, the Spanish Inquisition or whatever.
This is how they would hold their flags.
They wouldn't just stand you. Yeah. What does he say at the end? He's like, "That wat."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like this character. He's a goofy guy.
Yeah.
But I think Heidi, she's got the gun at the end when she's shooting everybody up, and it's the Rambo, like the stendo clip thing, and she wraps it around her arm and like goes and just fucking fires on everybody.
I read that they were using live ammunition. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, damn.
What the hell?
That's what it says. Yeah. I guess they couldn't get blanks for that kind of gun.
Wow.
They had to use
everybody
live
clear out. I
ammunition.
wonder if they really shot the puppets.
It looks like that's the thing too. When they're getting blown apart, it looks great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that maybe it is
really
actual.
good effects. Yeah.
There's a lot of references. We got the Rambo reference with the gun. We got
The
Deer
Deer
Hunter,
Hunter
like we were talking
reference.
about.
I think Carrie, when she's like running and she sees everybody laughing at her,
Oh.
and then
Yeah.
it's just a hallucination or whatever.
Have you guys ever seen the Labyrinth? That one has puppets in it too. I think Jim
David-
Henson.
oh,
worked on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is that the David Bowie one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
There's a little blue worm that she encounters in that film, and it kind of talks a lot like what's his name, Arthur the worm.
It's like
Yeah.
Bridge or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, you might.
Yeah.
That worm reminded me a lot of the little blue one from
Okay.
Labyrinth.
That's funny.
I really like that character too.
Yeah, I liked him also.
The worm.
I like
he's trying to guide Arthur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of like Arthur's mentor
Or-
in a way.
Yeah. Is that his name? Arthur, the main
Yeah.
The worm is
Wobbit.
Arthur.
Wobbit.
Arthur. And then
My name is Wobbit.
My name is Wobbit. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm here for a part. Yeah. It's just so fucking. It's like it's hard to even describe it. The movie.
Yeah,
Because it's just.
they're just putting on a show. What exactly? It's just a variety show, pretty much. Like
yeah.
that's so funny because when I think of that, I think of the 70s. That was a really big. That's pretty much what like the Star Wars holiday special is. It's a variety hour show.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was a big thing in the 70s, and to me, that was the only time that was ever a thing in this country, at least.
Yeah. maybe
Why I
New
don't
Zealand.
know, but yeah, they're just putting on a show.
SNL maybe.
That's more a sketch show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Variety is just like, oh, we have they have bands playing, but it's like we have this, we have that. Like it's more like
It's kind of
guy
like a
throwing
carnival
knives.
almost.
exactly, yeah.
Circusy. a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's more of a
for TV.
a performance, if you will.
Yeah, there's like a Family Guy episode, I think, where Stewie falls in love with like the chick on that TV show for kids. Like it's like reading
Okay,
Rainbow a little bit.
That sounds familiar.
yeah, it's
yeah.
similar. It felt similar.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about like New Zealand's like culture, especially
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah, me neither.
I know that I was watching like an interview with Carl Urban, who plays Éomer in Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
and he was saying that Lord of the Rings really put like New Zealand cinema on the map. Kind of like it did a lot for the industry there. So at this time, yeah, I don't know. Like I was clicking on a couple of these actors that are in this movie, the voice actors, and a lot of them aren't in much else, but they're in like Bad Taste.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
cool.
or they're in Dead Alive.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like Peter Jackson kind of had his little crew,
Hmm.
and then,
Cool.
yeah, I really don't know how we went from this to Lord of the Rings. I mean,
Well,
there's movies in between.
So after Dead Alive, he started getting more like because The Frighteners was distributed. I don't know if it was financed, but it was distributed, but by Universal.
Mm.
Like that was actually it. You know, it stars Michael J. Fox. That was a pretty, you know, mainstream movie. The subject matter isn't necessarily mainstream, but they marketed it and released it as a mainstream movie, and that's probably why it did so well. I know a lot of people blame it. They released it the same the summer of there was the Olympics that year, and a lot of people blame that was the reason why that movie failed.
The lack of success.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think that movie was going to be successful. Unfortunately, it's in a pretty. I like that movie. But it's just it's a little too out there, I think, for the mainstream audience, which is a shame.
Yeah. So what comes after Frighteners?
I think Lord of the Rings. I think New Line saw the Frighteners, and they were in talks with him to direct the sixth Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Freddy's Dead. So I think they were already on his radar. And then they saw Frighteners, and this guy can, you know, actually make something targeted for the mainstream. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case, but New Line had him in their sights for a long time, for probably a decade or so before he got Lord of the Rings.
Nice. Well, very talented guy. You know, it was cool to see. Wingnut Films, his production company. You know, is the credits, because, like I said, I've been watching Lord of the Rings movies, and that pops up before Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, I know there's the Weta Workshop. I guess that's the special effects and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they're involved in this. I don't know if that was a thing yet.
Yeah, probably not.
Maybe the infancy stages.
Yeah.
I was trying to find like some behind the scenes on this film, and it was a little difficult, but I did find a little bit on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
He said it was a lot of hard work and setup to do a lot of these shots with the puppets, because like you'll have a puppet running down a hallway and you have to stop because like the puppeteer's hand can only go so far down the hallway, and then you have to like take up the floorboards and put the puppeteer under there again, and then have him come in the room. And you know, it was kind of interesting how they achieved a lot of these things. Another cool thing that he said was he recorded the audio before he did any visuals.
I read that too.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
So just match it up.
Sync it up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, have all the voice actors do all their parts and all the crazy stuff, and then just have the puppet out there.
It's probably easier to line up the puppet's mouth with audio that's already been, you know, because you can do it over and over again.
Right.
But I'm sure it's hard to do puppetry with, you know, full size people in big suits.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
We got another comment.
Oh,
a lot of comments this morning.
Meet the Feebles. Carlos loved the shirt.
It is a nice
Thanks, Evelyn.
It's a good looking shirt. You could be in a variety show with that.
Yeah. I'm ready to meet the Feebles.
There you go. Yeah. My name is how do you say it? Carlos. Right?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sometimes like
my name
more
is
pronounced. My name is woman. Yeah, sometimes the lack of a R is more pronounced than others, I feel like.
Yeah, there's sometimes like, because he's got like a, I don't know, British New Zealand accent, so the way they say their R's are like, you know, over there, you know, like they over there.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really say it that pronounced.
Yeah.
So it's usually like in the beginning of the sentence, or like, you know, like, yeah, I want to marry you. We should get married.
Yeah.
You know, like when it's kind of like when it's in the middle or the beginning of the word. I feel like that's when you hear his little idiosyncratic speech.
It's just a hedgehog thing. He's a nervous hedgehog. I think when I think of this movie, I usually think of either the bunny on the STD'd out bunny, and like him throwing up and having boils.
Yeah,
and like, he looks so nasty.
Disgusting.
I was gonna say if they had gone through with that, like this movie would not fly now. I mean, I don't even think with it, like that would not fly
There's
at all
still some
nowadays.
questionable stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
like the Vietnamese enemies.
Oh yeah, he even like
There was
calls him a
another.
slur.
Well, the Gandhi Indian
Yeah,
looking
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
where he gets his head up his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contortionist.
There's also a flashback to when Bletch meets Heidi in the bar, and like a lot of the barmen are like the old classic African American
Oh,
guys
really?
working behind the bar.
Oh,
cleaning
even
up.
I
notice.
didn't
That's funny.
notice that either.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of, like,
When
races
she's
in
at the
here.
jazz lounge or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Bletch finds her. He's like, I got the capital, I got the contacts, but I need you,
Yeah.
talent.
Talent. Yeah. No, Bletch is great. I also like the alligator we mentioned, the knife thrower. I need my stuff.
I like he
Yeah.
thinks Robert's one of the Vietnamese enemies.
Yeah, he's getting flashbacks.
Oh,
He's trying to throw the knife
yeah.
at him.
And then it ends up going way up and down on his head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the end of
Slips
what's
out of
his
his hands.
did he have a name?
I'm sure
his
he
name.
did.
Yeah,
but I
his
can't
name now.
remember. Yeah,
Was it Weinard the frog?
I don't think so because I don't really think he's a frog. Maybe he is a frog.
I remember them like
I
insulting
guess-
him, saying "you
The
you
deer-
frog."
The deer.
Yeah,
See, that's the picture.
the deer hunter scene with the.
That should be on a
Yeah.
shirt. I would wear a shirt of that. That is amazing.
It's pretty dark
Oh,
too. Like his
man.
buddy falls in the trap and he just leaves.
Oh,
him.
that's right.
The
It's
same
like,
one that
yeah,
saved
he's
him.
got like that's why he's like I don't do drugs. I don't.
Yeah.
They're not good for your body.
He doesn't drink
like-
either.
And he's like, oh, I do it to numb my pain or something.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why he's a drug addict.
Yeah,
And he tells him,
gives him the whole flashback.
yeah,
Yeah, POW camp and everything.
yeah,
too freaking funny.
it's hilarious.
I love Robert's indignation when he finds the poodle being like felt up by the rat, which
Yeah.
is drugged.
You were twink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, it doesn't even mention the sexual assault. It's like, oh,
Right.
you've been drinking. Yeah, he says like, what are you? You're just a loose lush, Lily.
Yeah,
Her name
yes,
is
yeah.
Lucy or
Lucille, I think her name
Yeah.
is.
just a loose lush. Yeah,
That's funny.
I watched a guy's YouTube and he pointed out how those two, I think it's Lucy and Robert,
Mhm.
they're supposed to be like the innocents of this
Yeah.
film.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
So I think that even when Lucy later on like is explaining what happened to her, she doesn't use the word rape. She says like I was ravished.
oh
and
yeah.
then-
Interesting.
Robert, he like never cusses or anything.
Right,
yeah.
He's just worried about your dwinking and
Yeah.
Loose.
and he's super
Funny.
fresh, saying like, "Oh yeah, I would like to actually have. I've been thinking about it when
And when he's like,
The
I'm sure you would
coordinator.
just want a leading role. Wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
You
yeah.
could step forward and everyone will fall back.
I like the
Something.
fox.
Yeah, the flamboyant
Yeah,
Fox
yeah.
director.
Yeah, he was funny too.
Yeah, he's like, "Ugh, sodomy.
Yeah,
Try
Carlos was
sodomy."
singing that earlier. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's so funny that he's hyping it up the whole time, and Bletch is like, "You're not doing it. You're not
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
You f word."
Yeah,
It's funny.
And then finally he does it, and the audience just is a ghost.
dead silent. Yeah.
Crickets.
Do you notice the audience? I think it's when the frog man dies and like the thing falls on him. They just start like clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violence.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a metaphorical.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because like they're making a live action Squid Game show. Did you guys hear that? I haven't seen Squid Game.
Oh,
Not live
like
action.
an
I
actual
haven't seen it
competition
either.
Yeah, they're
for
like,
Netflix, I think.
Where you don't really die. I'm assuming. I hope not, but you just get eliminated and stuff.
Mm.
And it's just funny. Like we reject violence so much, but then like in movies and stuff, we're like, yeah, more violence.
Yeah.
It's just a funny thing.
I just watched this movie called The Trial of Billy Jack, and it also ends with a massacre. But it's the movie Billy Jack. The whole series is kind of hypocritical because it's all about peace and pacifism and fighting's wrong, and the movies are quite violent,
Mhm.
and it's just like it's kind of pretentious in a way.
Mhm.
And I thought The Trial of Billy Jack was awful.
Holier
It's
than
it's
thou.
like 3 hours long. It's pretty
Jeez.
fucking
Is it
Billy
a
Jack
Western?
is awesome. No, it's
It sounds like from
so
the name.
Billy Jack. It's I don't know how to talk about it without spoiling the ending of Billy Jack, but it's just not that great. I recommend Billy Jack. Billy Jack's awesome. But The Trial of Billy Jack is horrible.
Mm, Gotcha.
There's a other one, Billy Jack Goes to Washington. I didn't even watch that.
Billy
That's
Jack
not a-
goes to space.
That's not a
Yeah.
Marlon Brando film, is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, they were made in the late 60s to late 70s.
Hmm.
They were huge. Billy Jack and the Trial of Billy Jack were really, they made a lot of money. The Trial of Billy Jack was the first ever movie to be screened in more than 1,000 theaters.
Oh, wow.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll get to that on our Billy Jack episode.
Yeah.
But
Keep a
what
lookout
was my
for our specials.
yeah, because
Just the violence.
this movie just did it so much better. That was my point.
Yeah.
After losing my train of thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's not pretentious. It knows what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, it's a movie about puppets. And at the same time, it's just like violence is unfortunately entertaining.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, when people are people that like violence and like violent movies are so degradable. It's like, I don't like it in real life.
Right.
That's why I like it in movies, because it's fake. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
That's one thing Peter Jackson said was I wanted to make a Muppet movie, but I wanted to make one that I would want to watch.
Yeah, and
Sense.
I'm in that camp.
Yeah,
This is a
for
Muppet
sure.
movie for me.
Take this over Muppets any
There's
day.
nothing wrong with the Muppets. Muppets are fine, but you know, this was just like taking the Muppets to a whole other level. It's
Yeah.
fun.
This is right up my alley too. Like
Yes.
dark comedy.
I
Mhm.
agree.
Yeah, it is a lot like Dead Alive in that sense.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah, it's not like every person that watches a horror movie is some violent psychopath,
I know.
despite what Gene Siskel says. you know?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, and it's so hypocritical. Like they say Dawn of the Dead's one of the greatest movies ever made. Halloween's a masterpiece, and then Friday the 13th. Oh, this is this is deplorable. This, that, and the other thing. It's like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on,
no.
guys. Sure, it's no Halloween, but come on.
Cisco and Ebert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like come on.
Yeah. Weirdos.
Yeah,
Rest in peace,
silly,
whatever.
silly guys. Yeah, they were important, but at the same time, they were also kind of like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
I wonder if they saw Meet the Feebles.
I wish they had.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't find anything about them talking about it, but I hope they would have. They might have liked it. That's the thing. They
I
were
don't
kind of
know.
unpredictable. They might have liked it.
Yeah.
They might have liked the commentary about show business and whatnot and violence.
I remember when I first watched this on Netflix, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. I didn't really know much about it. Like I knew it was a Peter Jackson movie, and that's what got me interested. And then I knew it was like a darker puppetry movie, and that was it. That was all I knew. So when I watched it, like it starts out like you said, the traditional music number and everything. I'm like, okay, here we go. And then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it just kicks it in, and like throughout the movie it builds and gets crazier and
Yeah.
crazier. And I just remember the whole time being like, what the fuck am I watching? So I remembered it very fondly. That was why I brought it up. But I'm definitely glad we watched it. 'Cause,
Yeah, I am too.
yeah, it's just a crazy one. The fly, man, the
Yeah.
fly in the toilet eating the shit was so
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
He's supposed to, I guess that's
He's like-
Jackson's take on like journalism.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's like a
Yeah.
tabloid journalist.
Right. Yeah.
Calls himself a muckraker. I kept using the word muckraker.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
okay,
dude.
yeah.
There's a scene when Harry the bunny is in bed like dying
Mhm.
and the fly's like crawling in his sheets. And he
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
it looks pretty bad down there, Harry.
Yeah.
God.
Tastes pretty bad too. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, his rash on like his
Hilarious.
crotch.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, and he's trying to tries to smack him and gets himself in the nuts instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like basically like everybody dies.
Pretty
Uh,
much. Yeah.
Except for a handful. And then they do the I don't know what you'd call it, like the sports movie ending where it's
That
like,
always makes me think they do that in Animal House. That always makes me
Oh,
think of
yeah.
Animal House, like the "Where Are They Now" thing.
Yeah.
I've always liked that. I wish movies would do that more.
yeah, I like it too. It's
fun.
funny because
It's funny.
they get to like write a joke and let you read it. You know, it's like or it's just funny.
Yeah, it's
I don't even
hilarious.
know, like the way they write it.
It's always like something like the worm. I think is like he's somewhere in England. He's like a botanical garden assistant or something. That's not what he is. He's something like
he's a
you know,
horticulture. He's like a struggling.
That's what it was. That's
horticulturist.
what it was. Yes, thank you.
You know,
yeah,
he
it's
could
just
be
funny.
successful, but instead he's struggling.
Yeah,
It's just-
Heidi the hippo works at a convenience store, a grocery store.
After
Yeah.
serving her
10
time in
years
prison.
in a
She did-
female rehabilitation prison.
yeah, she shot like with an assault rifle like 30 puppets. And
Yeah.
did 10 years. And now she
Yeah,
works for
it's
some-
hilarious.
Yeah, that New Zealand justice system is different.
We got one for Sid. We didn't talk about Sid the elephant. I like Sid the elephant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
man.
not mine. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. No,
Dude, I'm
it's
pretty
not
sure that lady
mine.
calls him a rapist.
Oh,
the
wow.
Really?
the chicken. It's a chicken.
Yeah, they have this mutant chicken elephant hybrid
Yeah,
baby.
And I
It's
think
so
at one
funny.
point she's like telling him it's his kid, and then she's like,
No,
"You rapist" or
it's
something.
not
I was like, "Wait,
mine."
what?" Because I couldn't understand a lot of what she said. The chicken.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
all indignant, like
Right. Yeah.
Arthur the Worm's all like, it has your eyes.
Yeah. It's like totally obvious. It's this elephant chicken.
It's an elephant.
creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
he was
funny.
raising other ones, wasn't he? Like little floof balls. Remember, they all get squished.
That was like a part of his act. I
Near the
want to say, he's like,
beginning.
I trained these things
Oh, right.
for 6 months.
No, I gotta train him again. What am I gonna do?
Oh,
That's-
I got a very weak bladder.
That's one thing I didn't get in the intro when they're doing Meet the Feebles. The elephant's off on the side doing like a little whip.
Yeah, he's got like a little leather outfit going.
Oh,
on,
wow.
BDSM thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
So weird.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
It's like with the music. But
Wow. I
yeah.
didn't notice that. That's funny.
it's an interesting variety show, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just keep thinking of the fox, like just being like pissed off at everybody, like "Ah," and his mouth's like moving. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a colorful cast of characters, that's for sure. And they all kind of like make their mark, leave an impact, even if they only have a couple of minutes of screen time. I mean, there's some like the random like poodle backup singers or whatever, and this and that. They're cannon fodder at the end, red shirts.
Yeah.
But no, it's like so many characters are just so crazy. So everybody's got some shit going on. Oh, I need some smack.
God, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's like you said, I like when he just goes through and lists all the different names
Yeah.
for drugs.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
addicted to every barbiturate there is.
Right. Yeah. That's how he got. And yeah, because I got taken to a Saigon hospital and they put me on morphine. I'm hooked on it. Yeah. That's also, I think, where his drug addiction came from, too.
Mm-hmm.
Care to donate to the Veterans Fund?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. That was hilarious.
Yeah, he looks
It's
at it.
$50.
Minimum donation.
$50. Yeah.
Good old Wobbert.
So
Yeah,
funny.
he's a good-hearted guy. But yeah, I don't know. You guys have much else to say on Meet the Feebles? It's one of those ones that sort of just speaks for itself.
Yeah.
That it does.
We could just sit here and like rehash all the jokes, but
Yeah.
it's probably better to just watch it.
Yeah. Go watch it yourselves.
I recommend it for
Yeah,
sure.
It was fun.
And it's free. You can find it
Exactly,
on YouTube
yeah.
and Tubi.
Yeah.
I think YouTube might be a better choice because you won't have ads in there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah,
I
I
watched it on
didn't-
Tubi and then
I
saw
didn't
it
know it
later.
was
It's on
on
YouTube.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's in full. I think it's at HD too. Maybe
Okay.
there's some
that's cool.
remastering. I don't, probably not.
It's not the best quality, but once Peter Jackson fixes them up, it'll be
Yeah.
it's
I
really
would
good.
like to see it. I would buy it.
Yeah,
sure it will.
me too.
Yeah.
And support it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different, I like that it's just different.
And very creative.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah, how many puppet movies do I watch? Does Gremlins count? Like,
Yeah, like this is like puppets. They're
Mhm.
legitimate. Like a Muppet. It's like a Muppet movie or Sesame Street, whatever you want to compare it to. Like it is
Yeah.
legitimately just all puppets,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
it's like Muppets go to Flint, Michigan, or something like
Yeah,
that.
there we go. Yeah.
Detroit. I don't know. I don't know any bad cities. I'm too sheltered.
Yeah.
I'm Wobbert.
Yo, woman.
Yeah.
Woman. My name is Woman.
My name is Woman. I'd like a position on your chorus.
Should we rate it, guys?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Ian, you want to go first?
One of you guys, or Roman, you want to go first?
I can go
chose it?
first, sure.
What do you rate the Feebles?
I think I rate the Feebles at a 4.
Mm-hmm.
A solid 4. There's some times where it's like I said, this probably isn't a good reason to drop it or anything, but I can't understand some of what they're saying sometimes because it's just so fast, and like even like the Fly, he's got like that high pitched voice and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. Like,
right.
what the fuck is this guy saying? But some of the jokes I feel like maybe didn't land or something. Like in the middle, it seemed like it was dragging at some parts, but not very much, not at all. And I still had a really good time with it, and it's just so bizarre and different. And yeah, I don't watch any Sesame Street movies or anything like that, so this is what I'm going to think of when I think of puppets,
Yeah.
puppetry, in movies. I think 4 just because it's a good time. It's fun. It's like unexpectedly fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, kind of right up my alley in terms of humor. Just dark humor, super dark, like what they're making fun of and everything too. Also, I do like all the movie parodies and things like that.
I do too.
Yeah. So, 4. It's not something I'm going to pop in and watch every day, but every once in a while, take a trip. It kind of somewhat gives me the same feeling as Requiem for a Dream or something like that, where
Maybe
it's
Greasy
just-
Strangler, maybe.
yeah, maybe.
I was getting Greasy Strangler vibes a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
Just
for
'cause
sure.
how
the
ridiculous it
offbeat
is.
kind of
Yeah.
comedy. But I was thinking Requiem for a Dream's very heavy on drug use, and by the end it kind of weighs down on you. I even get that in this. As funny as it is, You know, I'm still just like, Jesus, those puppets were fucked up.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I talked enough, but the four stars out of 5. Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think, Ian?
I'll give it a 4 as well. Yeah, I was very impressed with the puppetry work. I thought it was very funny, very creative. Just, it's just such an amazing concept, and I'm glad it got, I read, that's one thing I forgot to mention too. They were, I guess, initially talking about making it a TV show. And I'm glad they made a movie, because I don't think you couldn't get away, I don't think, with any of the stuff in this movie if it were a TV show or broadcast to the public. So I'm glad they were able to make an R-rated movie like this. And yeah, it's just, I guess the reason why I would give it a 4, kind of the same things as you. There might have been scenes that dragged, but at the same time, it's just an hour, maybe just over an hour and a half. I think that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's just all the stuff. I was laughing a good amount. And I think that's what earned the 4 for me. It did its job. It was funny. I mean, really, like, I was expecting something like really weird, like really, really weird. And to me, I mean, maybe it's just me and I'm jaded, but I didn't really think it was that weird.
Yeah.
But I'm a weird person, so don't ask me what's weird and what's not weird. But yeah, I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad we talked about it, and yeah, got us to watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 for me as well.
Nice. I gotta go with. I gotta match you guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go a step further. 4.5.
Oh, wow. Okay,
4.5. Because it's very watchable too.
Yeah,
in my opinion, I had to watch it twice because it was so good.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. And I was thinking the whole time after watching it, give this guy the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, it worked out great. I mean,
It did. Those Lord of the Rings movies are great.
He can make great puppet movies, and he can make great Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah, I want to see
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Good King Kong. I like King Kong.
Yes, I love King
It's
Kong.
the Jack Black one.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater. So
isn't that like a
nostalgia
big CG movie too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. But there's
it's not bad, right?
some practical. I remember some of the dinosaurs I think might have been practical in certain scenes.
Yeah, I think
it's predominantly. It's like probably 90% CGI though. Yeah, but I still have
very big spectacle.
Yeah. That one. See, that's the thing. It's like that movie. I think might be a little dragged out at points. Feels like a scene where they ice skate or something in Central Park. Really? It's like,
what?
You remember that when she and King Kong are like skating on the ice?
I forgot about
it. Turns into the ice capades. It's not. It's just like you didn't need that.
Yeah.
But
not too much of that.
No, not at all. I think this is very well paced. Well, but I do agree with you. Maybe in the middle, I'm kind of like, okay, so what's going on now?
Yeah, maybe they could have taken out like one of the musical numbers.
But I can accept that, just one part of the movie. When it becomes like multiple or long instances, or I'm like, okay, come on, let's speed this up here. That's when I would probably critique more. But no, I mean, there's just so many funny jokes, so many, puppets having sex. I think there was like a threesome with the rabbit and like 2 other rabbits.
That's
or
before
something.
he gets the STD.
Exactly.
Or so he thinks.
Yeah, it's just so many visual gags and whatnot and jokes that it just kept my interest.
Yeah,
I liked all the characters too.
I did too.
A lot of memorable characters.
Funny voice. You always get me with a funny voice.
Yeah,
like funny voices. I'm like, all right, I'm there.
Yeah. That way Ian can mimic them.
Exactly. Yeah. So I can go do the funny voices stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But this is a Muppet movie that I would want to watch for sure. Just like Peter Jackson said.
Same.
Love all the violence, drugs. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's great.
I wish he would have had a Legolas doing some smack in Lord of the Rings though. It's too bad. Missed opportunity.
Gimli contracting a venereal disease.
Yeah.
Legolas doing coke and just no effect.
Yeah, that's right. Because like when they do the drinking, he doesn't get affected by it, right?
Yeah, it's like at the very after 30 cups or whatever. He's like, I think I feel a tingle in my hand.
Right. Yeah.
Gimli passes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I wonder why elves are so tolerant.
High metabolism.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Magic.
There we go. Magic.
Yeah, but we recommend Meet the Feebles, guys.
Yeah.
And today happens to be $3 movie days at the theaters. Pretty much every theater. Yeah.
Spend $3.
We're about to go see Jaws right now in 3D.
We're gonna see Jaws 3D. We're gonna see we're gonna see the Jaws SeaWorld movie.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws 3D. No, we're seeing the original. It's this guy I watched Cinema Snob. He's making a joke. He's like, so many people thought he was going to see Jaws 3D. He's like, no, it's Jaws in 3D. It's the first movie in 3D.
I didn't even know it was in 3D. That's funny.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know that either until I saw his video. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
It's coming right at me.
I know it's gonna be scary. So, I don't know. It's gonna be scary. I don't.
It'll be cool.
Jaws scared me as a kid.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be frightening.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, cool. What are we?
Oh yeah.
Do we know what we're doing next week?
Next week we'll be putting out our Rambo 2 review.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
we did that over the 4th of July.
Yeah, we will be taking that weekend off to observe 9/11.
That's right.
No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We're working on another project that
Never
weekend,
forget.
so that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What are we doing when we come back after that? Do we know?
after that, the new film Pearl comes out.
That's right. That'll be
Yeah.
fun. I'm excited for that.
We'll be doing a double feature of
Yeah,
X,
X and
and
Pearl.
Pearl.
See, that's why I think this prequel will work really well. Is because they shot it, I think, simultaneously,
Mhm.
and we're getting it in the same calendar year. That's
I was gonna
pretty.
say,
That's
it's
pretty
really
amazing.
fast.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
insane.
amazing. So, I think it will. I mean, I don't want to set myself up for disappointment, but I think it'll be pretty because I liked X quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
And it's
Look
gonna
forward to
star Mia Goth in
Yeah,
Pearl. It
yeah.
looks really good.
yeah,
Nice.
that it does.
Looks like another raunchy one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Sex, drugs, and violence.
Yep.
Yeah, but go check out Meet the Feebles, guys. It's free on YouTube. It's a fun watch. And then go hit up the movie theater today, guys.
Yeah.
Only $3.
Exactly.
$3 for popcorn, $3 for soda,
Wow.
$3 for a ticket.
Didn't know
Wow,
that.
I didn't know the concessions were $3 too.
Yeah, we gotta keep these
Wow.
theaters
I'm gonna get a
alive,
hot
guys.
dog.
Yeah, I know. We gotta
Oh,
go do our
yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yep.
Get a dog.
I'm doing my part.
We're all doing our parts. Yeah.
I'm doing my part.
The only
What is
good
that,
bug
Starship
is a
Troopers?
dead bug.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah. Thank
Yep.
you for watching.
We'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye.